Living life till I die in the nighttime. I've been quite high trying to find my mind. Feeling low like my eyesight for the right price.
Good morning.
She was pretty cool for the time. She was like my whole life. Something on my mind.
What's up, guys?
Really wasn't her though. Now I'm screaming fuck up out of her hoe. Funny how the tides are fucking turned though. You done did me dirty. Sipping on this 40. Fly away like birdie. No longer my shawty. You just gotta leave him. I just gotta breathe in. Kept you different seasons. Now I'm fucking leaving. Yo. Take a couple shots when she asked our heads. That leaves my building. What a fucking bitch. Sitting in the chairs.
I'm trying a low risk UJ short. You can only listen to the song here. The song doesn't exist yet. It's not released.
Real women need stiletto heel women all on top the real, and there's no hotel and free women chop them up but let got too much snow. I need a ice pick flyer than a rocket cause I'm flying really high bitch. When I give a dick I hear my name is at a high pitch. I've been working hard, this on the brothers gotta die rich. Smile until you die kid, make your mama quite rich. Working all the time but I know I'm just finna die shit. Took a couple shots when she acts our head. That leaves my building, what a fucking screaming Mayday, this lady gon' drive me crazy. Need a vacay for 4 weeks, won't bring no lady. Just some hoes with the go who really don't need me. Spin a party, Bacardi be all on me. Screaming Mayday, this lady gon' drive me crazy. Need a vacay for 4 weeks, won't bring no lady. Just some hoes with the go who really don't need me. Spin a party, Bacardi be all on me.
You heard a trade? No. Didn't place any trade. I just moved a stop loss. I slightly adjusted it. Just trying to get a hopefully a low risk UJ short. Something I'm not super confident about. So we put lower risk. Missed the Euro J long. Just barely missed that guy. Tough markets, man. Do I trade on Mondays? Yeah, I trade every day. Unless I want to take a break. She said she won't play another guy. Complain, baby, never really finish her. Champagne, need a better bitch and better ways. Try to speak in palace while you run away. We play another game. She say we can't keep it honest, babe. Nah, fuck love, twist words, what you trying to say? We play another game. Right. Check it out. Wide angle. Might be even a bit too wide right now because you can see the light back there. It's so freaking dark in here, so I have to use those lights. But give me 1 second here. All right, but it's pretty cool. Got my coconut water. Got my magic keyboard here. Ready to start a day. Right. Let's look at the charts. Of
course I'm still doing 5%ers. Why would I not be doing 5%ers? Guys, you gotta stop asking me. I'm not gonna update you guys for 6 months. Because I'm planning to take 6 months to do it. They don't let you risk very much. You realize this. You basically trade with $800. And then if you flip that, they give you some real money. Okay. So keep playing music in the background. I'm not gonna keep playing like the same songs over and over. It's a nice little treat when you come in here. But anyways, looking at EJ, let's get rid of this guy. Looking at EJ, I saw an uptrend. We saw some lows here. We saw some sweeping action. It would have been wise to just get in right away on that hourly close. I wanted to wait for a pullback here after I saw it start taking off. And it didn't quite get to exactly where I wanted. It was just a little bit short here, you know, and then I would have wanted to wait for it to kind of consolidate here and then rally off. It's still possible that we could get an entry in on this one, but it doesn't look super good, but I'm keeping an eye on this just in case we can get an entry. This actually is quite a wide angle. Do we really want it that wide? Maybe we'll crop it in a little bit. Maybe a little bit better. So we might be able to get an entry on this one. Keeping an eye on that one. Also looking at longs for the Euro USD. I did try to take a Euro USD long at the market open here today, after we saw some rallying off here, because I wanted to jump right back into this uptrend. I don't think this uptrend is quite done. It does look like we're actually seeing some nice action here now, rallying back up. We might be able to get a long in Euro USD a little bit later. This is just kind of the level that I'd like to get it back up to, because that's the level that's bringing us out. I want to see this rally to come back within, and then we can look for some sort of entry, right? What's up, Sterner? Good to see you. There's actually quite a bit going on in the markets here. A lot of liquidity kind of being set up. Higher time frame. We're kind of making some equal highs right around here. I'd like to see maybe tomorrow to hunt those highs, and then continuation back into the downtrend here. Something like this. I think this is bullshit. I think this is creating a fake out for a lot of people to get short. They're going to put their stops right here, and then they're going to get stopped out. So I'm waiting for that to happen, and then I'm going to be able to get in a short, and then we're going to continue this trend. What's up, SK? Finally, happy if I finally understand this, because I remember joining a stream as a beginner and no clue what was happening. Yeah, I'm glad, man. That's good to hear. That's really nice to hear. Yeah. Hopefully we can kind of teach you a couple more things here. UJ, this is the trade that I'm just hoping to get like a little wick above. Now UJ is a little bit odd here. So we got a bunch of lows down here. This would be a really good target for like a swing trade, actually, if we can get a lower low here and then hitting this. Most likely it's going to hunt this one and then sweep down to that demand and then rally off. All right, that makes sense. Might be wise to keep a runner going all the way down here. But if I can get into a short here, we're going to just get kind of in and out. The only thing that's concerning me is, okay, so we've made our supply zone here. We've bounced off of it. We've come back up and we've just retesting this area. So I want to get a short in on this untested demand, or supply rather. But it is possible that because I'm seeing kind of a consolidation right here. Oops. Get rid of this one so you can see. We're seeing consolidation kind of happening here. I do think that there's a lot of stops right there. So I've just widened my stop quite a bit here. So we don't have a very good R ratio in this trade. And I've just put it behind this level here, right? Just in case it goes back up here and hunts those guys. So it's just a precautionary. Hopefully we can get an entry. The entry is just equal highs here. You're just putting equal highs essentially. Be a bummer if it dumped right now. I can see it dumping right now. I can see it coming up here and wicking out those stops. I can see it wicking this stop. So I just gave it a little bit of room too. So hopefully. GU. GU is very obvious. This is incredibly obvious, guys. We talked about this last week. We had these highs we wanted to hunt. Put on a higher time frame. More highs here we wanted to hunt. We hunted them, and then we started dumping down. Now, unfortunately, we didn't get a retest to get an entry. I was watching for that, but it's very obvious that this was the level that we're going to. And I literally said this on the stream last week. I said, "Hey, we're gonna hunt this one, and we're gonna hit this one, right?" So now what it's probably gonna do is it's probably gonna consolidate here and then give you a pullback and then do something from there. I have no idea what it does after that. But it's probably going to come back up here. But we just have to look for some sort of entry. And right now it's not giving us a very good entry. So, you know, it could go a little bit lower. So we're not looking for that. But we literally marked out these levels that we said that this was it was gonna hit both of these. When will I short GU? I won't. Why would you short this? Doesn't make any sense to jump in that. Because where would your stop go? Up here? Okay, so you short it. Let's say you shorted this. Your stop goes up here. Okay, where's your take profit? Oh, probably the next level. Right here. Doesn't make any sense. It's a stupid trade. Do I pay attention to the correlation between pairs? Not really. I only trade majors, so I don't need to pay attention to the correlation very much. Oh, look at that chart, JJ. 1 second. Doesn't exist. You sent me a chart that doesn't exist. Doesn't matter. Euro is still way stronger. Morning. Wonder why we don't enter a trade with stop order, because if the order block after the manipulation doesn't hold, we don't lose anything. I don't know what you're talking about. It's starting to dump a little bit. This actually looks kind of decent for another high. I would fully expect that to get hunted. It looks like we're gonna get filled, actually. I think we will get filled. Why don't I look at the Dixie? I don't need to. Doesn't tell me anything that I can't already see with the US dollar pairs. I can already see the strength of the US dollar at any given day simply by looking at the correlation between the US dollar pairs. UCAD will take off. Will UCAD take off? Is that what you're saying? UCAD just getting destroyed, eh? So you're looking for just weekly levels if you're just zoomed out. This doesn't have anything to do with my trading. So I really don't care because it's a weekly level. Weekly levels have nothing to do with me. See where this level lines. Essentially equal. I mean, there's a decent chance that this rallies here for a little bit back up here. I mean, there's no reason to predict this. We're day trading. There's not really any reason to predict this. You can wait for reversals on the lower time frame and then target levels right up here. Most likely you're going to want to watch to see the short on this level here, right? It's going to come back up here most likely. This is a lot of momentum. It's a lot of momentum coming up. It's going to be hard for it to break down until it hits a major supply level. Is UJ really going to dump here? That's not good. I don't like that. That's annoying. This one's missing it too. Okay. I just blew my $5 account. Nobody cares, dude. It's $5. See if this chart works. Yeah, okay. We play another game. Euro CAD. Okay. So I'm assuming you're not in this trade based off of where you've placed this. So you're looking to get in. Are you placing a limit order here? I don't see any reason to place a limit order there. First of all, you're in a massive downtrend. You haven't started breaking the market structure at all to go back into an uptrend. This is still a massive downtrend, and this is just a pullback. Right? There's no reason this is going to come up here. You've obviously drawn some sort of level, and this level could work, but there's no reason to trust this right now. Because right now, all it's doing is doing a very small bounce, and we haven't changed the actual structure of the market in any sense. What's up, Forex Trader? Do you think Euro USD will be going down? Everyone's asking about gold. Yeah, UJ is dumping, isn't it? Maybe Euro J will allow us an entry. I mean, this should, in theory, come back up and give us one little poke, right? I'll leave this order resting until it gets below this. If it gets below this, I'll cut it. Look at gold. We'll look at Euro USD again in a second here. Okay. Yeah, it looks like it's going to continue down. I mean, it went a bit higher than we thought, but it looks like it's going to continue down like we thought before. It's just gone up here, created some liquidity above that level, and then it came down. Most likely it's going to come back down here. So the area to look for shorts would simply be the retest of this drop. That's where we would look for shorts right here. Right? Simple enough. Euro USD. So Euro USD, I think there's a chance this could turn bullish. So what I'm watching for is the reversal back into this major trend here. And what we're seeing is we're seeing somewhat of a range here. It's not a very clean range, it's kind of sloppy, but you know, I could draw it out here. And so I'm trying to play it a bit safe. So if I do see a strong momentum shift, basically a V bottom like this, then we'll look for longs. But it's really going to matter of what happens right around this area. So Forex trader there, he was asking about, he thinks that the Euro USD will go down. So right around this area, right? It's right roughly where it is. Drop this to the 1 minute even. There could be some massive manipulation coming into the New York Open here right now too. It's really creating a strong range here. So we could get a 1 minute scalp here. Because this is a pretty clean range. We might be able to get a 1 minute setup pretty soon. It'd be nice to watch this guy. See how it goes. Oh, look at this chart here, man. 1 second. Just don't know where to enter. Yeah, so you're trying to long NU. Yeah, so I have a similar bias on NU. So this is what Spicek is saying. This is what Spicek sees. Right? It's a better structure than the Euro, right? The Euro's a little bit sloppy, but it's the same thing. The same thing, it's just a little bit better structure, right? So same idea. We have this range, and we've just hunted some of the stops that were all long here. Everyone's been long here. They put their stops there, right? So now we just broke down. We hit those stops, and then we come back up. So what I'm looking for is to break a lot above here, and then I'll look for an entry. But we're not quite there yet. It's not coming back with a strong momentum either. It could just flop. Like there's not much conviction with this, right? You know what I mean? It's just kind of like boo, right? So it could continue down. So we'll see. Use a 15-minute chart on. We'll look at a 15 on Euro USD here real quick. Curious to see what you see. I don't really see anything different on the 15-minute mark. You can give a slight detail on liquid disparities. I don't know what that is. Hunter. By the way, guys, as always, if you're new here, hit the subscribe button. If you're old here, hit the like button. Only if I provide any sort of value to you. I don't want to beg for likes. Just like if I provide value, go ahead. If your order block is really big, do you still enter the trade? Oh, like, okay. Here's a tip. Here's a tip. So let's see if we can find something here. Right. So question was Mr. Pip. He says, let's say you got a big old order block, giggity, right? You got a big old order block and you don't know where it's going to line up. You don't know where it's going to hit, right? So let's say your trade was something like this. Here's your order block. It's big and ugly, and you wanted to enter here on that order block. Oof. And let's say your stop goes there and your target goes to these lows or something. It's a 1 hour trade, something like that. The big ugly, I don't know. Maybe it's a little bit better. Something like this, right? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Let's say your R wasn't very good. What you can do, jump it down. So here's the order block level, right? What we can do, let's jump this down to the 5 minute. See what that looks like. We say, okay. Well, actually, this is still looking like a pretty decent level right here. We have a little breaker block right there, right? So here's the 5 minute, kind of looks good right there, right? Let's jump it down even to the 1 minute. Now, don't go too far down. I would only jump it down like 1 or 2 levels. But you can kind of see where the untested zones are on that area. So I still think that this is actually a decent spot because it lines up perfectly with that order block, right? This is untested. It didn't come back here. This actually tested that line right there. So this is actually tested. What it did actually do is it tested this, I believe, when it came back. Is that right? No. What did it do? Oh, did it go higher? Oh, maybe it went higher. Anyways, that's not the important part. You can see. Okay. Anyways, that's just kind of my hint. See if we can find another example. That was just the first thing that popped out at me. Here you go. Big ass order block. Big ass order block. Right. Obviously we're wrong in this case because it goes up the other direction. But that's not the point of this, right? Big ass order block. Well, first of all, if you have a giant one, you can use the other side here, right? The left hand side. If you're using the right hand side. If it's engulfing, use the smaller one. So jump this down to the 5 minute, see what it looks like. Oh, okay, so perfect. I mean, this works out fine. Again, we have a breaker right here. Breaker right there. That's where it rejects off of. Right. Or you can jump down to the lower time frame and say, hey, this is kind of where the consolidation starts, and that's where the next level gets tested. Right. So you can see where the little bounce is. Now, it's not important that this would have been a wrong trade, but what's up, N-Cage? Can you give slight detail? Oh, I already read that. Analyze index. No, thank you. I will not. Equities are for scrubs. I don't want no scrub. Scrub is a guy who get no love from me. Why I think the Euro USD pair will go down is because it just started its downtrend. Weekly cycle in Friday. Let's see Friday chart. Hey, guess what, guys? Did I tell you something last week on Thursday or Wednesday? I did. I did tell you something. What did I tell you? And I was telling you all last week. Let me show you something. Oh my God, I told you what was going to happen and then it happened. Monday, right here. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, it changed the trend. NFP changes the trend every single time. 90% of the time. NFP week, trends for the week. Friday, it changes the trend. 90% of the time. See that? NFP launched right then, changed the trend. Ta-da! This was when the NFP happened. Unbelievable. Happens like 90% of the time. Too bad you only get to use it once a month. Actually, I knew a guy, he would only trade once a month because he had a really good NFP setup. And he would just have a bunch of money and he would risk He would risk like 30% of his account once a month. And he was really good at it, and he made a ton of money. Only working 1 day a month, for a couple hours, and that's all he would do. That was his job. Pretty crazy. What's a breaker block and an order block, mate? Yeah, we've been over that. Breaker block, order block. Kind of simple stuff. I think ICT terms. But they're helpful terms. Session indicator, Dante. After NFP, trend will change. Yeah, did you type that? Did you type that before I said that? Yeah. Colors are just session time screen. Here's my key. No problem. What's the NFP? Oh, doesn't know what NFP is. Uh-oh. You're on the wrong channel, dude. NFP is the most important Forex event. To not know what that is basically sacrilege. Okay, so what are we looking for here? We're looking generally across the board. A lot of these could be a possible reversal. It's just not showing a lot of confluence in the momentum shift. This could be breaking down right now, so I want to keep an eye on this guy right here. Keep an eye on this guy right here. All right. Might get a short. Might get a short scalp to come back down here. Euro GBP, nothing to do. This guy, oh, it looks like it's kind of forming that same bullshit, isn't it? We might be able to get a long on this. Uh-oh. I don't like how that's set up, though. Might get a short. Yeah, not a ton going across the board right now for things to do. We're just waiting. Monday's a bit slow. NFP. No, it's not NFBP. That's different. Butt plug for farmers. Do you think Euro going down? No idea. What's up, man? Good morning. What's your setup for odd USD? I don't have an odd USD setup. Nothing looking this fancy for odd right now. Nothing at all. Let's look at the higher time frame. Would love to eat that. There's nothing to look at odd. Odd is dead right now. In my opinion. Right? There's nothing to do for odd. Ugh. What else, guys? Short stream. Was a good percent growth on account every week. Not 0. Higher than 0. God. Some of these questions, man. Yeah, as long as you don't lose money, you had a good week. That's what you should think. If you didn't lose money, you had a good week. You guys are all trying to make like 5% in a week. I tell you that's bullshit, man. You make 5% every single week, you're gonna be a millionaire in a year. Just don't lose money. That's what you should be thinking about. Just don't lose money. The difference between a good trader and a bad trader, it's quite simple if you think about it this way. If you think about their emotion going into a trade. I remember when I was a bad trader, I would be looking for trades, right? I would be trying to find reasons to enter a trade. I'd be looking at the chart and I'd say, hey, this might be a good trade. Should I enter that? Oh, maybe. I don't know, right? I'd always question. I'd say, hey, this looks good. maybe, right? And then I try to figure out why it looks good, or what direction it could be going, right? So I would be forcing myself into trades. The difference between a good trader and a bad trader is the good trader is forced into trades. He doesn't force trades. So the good trader looks at the chart and he says, hey, I'm looking for this, this, this. And then he sees that, and then he looks and says, why should I not enter this trade? If I see any reason not to enter this trade, I don't enter. But eventually, you have no reasons not to enter. You're forced to enter the trade because you'd be stupid not to. That's the difference. Complete different mindset shift. If you're looking for reasons to enter a trade, you're not trading properly. Only enter trades that you can see nothing wrong with. That's my opinion. As a new trader, should you deposit often into your account and try to compound a smaller account? Well, as a new trader, you're not profitable. So I would say don't add anything to your account. New traders don't make money. Pretty much guaranteed. Intermediate traders don't even make money. Intermediate traders just know how the market works, but don't know how to make money. Advanced traders make money. So I would just say don't add any money to an account until you're incredibly advanced with the market, which will take years. What time does the New York session start at my location? 4 or 5 a.m. I think, yeah. It's 4:30 right now. So it depends if you classify the New York session starting at 8 or it's at 5 a.m. because that's 8 a.m. for the New York, so it's 5 for me. All right, guys, if I'm providing any value, just hit that like button. I'd really appreciate it. 20% a month, not realistic. 20% a month is absolutely realistic. Last month I made over 17R myself, which is 17 times what I risked. So if I risked 2%, then I made 35%. I risked 1%, so I made 17 point something percent on my account. So 20% a month is absolutely not unrealistic, but you have to be a very good trader in order to do it. And that was a very good month for me. All right. To do 20% every single month is unbelievable. Not unbelievable, but it's a ton of money. It's a fucking shitload of money. How do you deal with the stress of a losing week? I take breaks. Take breaks, go on dates, try to do activities. Your life shouldn't be consumed by trading. 17 hard to get consistently per month. Yeah, I pretty much never get 17R. I'd say at this point I average about 10R. But like you'll look at some of the guys that have been doing this for like 20 years, they're getting like 30R per month, which is great, right? But the longer you do it, you get a little bit better and better. What is PG when you said it? No idea what you're talking about. What is PG? Sounds like a city. Hey, what's up, Trading with Paul? How you sitting in here, man? I guess, yeah. I'm surprised I haven't seen you, Paul. You're always up right around this time too. Name of the intro song. It's unreleased music, dude. Alright, UJ's not coming quite back up, is it? It's unfortunate. I want to grab that liquidity. I don't think so. I'll cut this trade if it gets to here. If it gets below there, then we'll just pull it. Love the fact you speak in terms of R. Yeah, I think anyone that's talking in terms of something other than R, it doesn't tell you anything. It doesn't. It's just like a bragging thing. Like when you say like this many pips or whatever, it doesn't mean anything because you can be up in pips but be negative on your account. It doesn't apply properly. Usually just get into bed now, but GJ didn't give an early entry in London like usual. Oh yeah, you go to bed right around now, eh? You're gonna miss New York Open, dude. New York Open has some pretty clean setups sometimes. Like they're very obvious moves. I guess maybe depending on your strategy. GJ. Yeah, GJ is just fucked right now, eh? We really missed that short there last week. That's really unfortunate. Because we wanted to short. Oh, maybe. No, we would have gotten stopped out actually. We wanted to short here. We would have made some and then. Okay, shit. And then I didn't trade Friday. Okay. Thanks under great value every time. Appreciate it, man. How long does it take you to become an advanced trader? A couple years, dude. You'll be profitable after a couple years. Yeah, been up since 5 p.m. yesterday. Yeah, the freaking schedules of the trader, dude. Sleep schedules. I'm just all over the place sometimes. It's actually kind of funny. My weekends are backwards. I go to bed earlier on weekends. Yeah, I'm streaming like pre-New York now, just so that it gives me some. It actually gives me a little bit of like insight. I can talk about the market. It helps me a little bit actually. As long as I do it right before New York, I can kind of get the ideas out. So what we're thinking here is I would love, because this is a major shift here. Oof, damn it. What is this? What is all that drawing? Now, this is a difficult one because it's really shifted a lot here. So I'd love to get a short if it came back up here, but I'm also worried about that stop hunt. So what we're gonna have to do for this one, if we can see it. Oops, how do I redo? I don't know. Let's delete it all again. Is we'll have to be really careful with this one because we'll have to get a short around there, but we'll have to put our stop like above to that level. It's gonna be like a bad R trade. Yeah, and then you'll target the second target down there. It's gonna be a bad R trade, but this is gonna be something we're gonna be watching for in the New York Open. There's a possibility. Might happen tomorrow. UJ also looking for the short. NZD looking for a long if we can get some momentum. Euro. I think we might missed out on this one. We'll look for a long also. Is it a good way to save money? I kept for copy trading and rest for myself to trade. No idea what you're asking, dude. Hello from Brooklyn. Hey, dude. Right. I don't have anything else to talk about, guys. I don't see any trades popping in here. No more trades. Yeah, Monday a little bit slow. Took Friday off yesterday there. Had my first losing week in like 2 months. So it's kind of a shitty feeling. So we got to get kind of our mind going back up again here. A lot of psyche issues go on when you start losing. GBP odd. Yeah. Okay. I see what you're seeing here. So this is going to go hand in hand. You're really going to have to keep an eye on GBP USD. We are thinking that this was a liquidity hunt, right? With that area. So it's really likely that this is going to go hand in hand. You have marked out a sick level here. Obviously, don't leave the resting order here because that's a tight stop. But wait for the reaction, and then you can enter this. And also check out GU to make sure. Also check out GU to make sure that GU just doesn't look abysmal, right? If this looks terrible, then let's look at this one here. Now you guys start posting some charts, eh? No. Yeah, that's not a chart. Shit, this is my first live since you moved to mornings. Wayne Jr., hey, welcome, dude. Do you avoid trading Monday and Friday? I risk less on Mondays usually. Sound is extra good. Appreciate it, dude. I also have a wide screen lens now. Ooh. Ooh. You can see all the garbage in my apartment now. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, guys. That's all. That's all. I'm sorry. I know. It's terrible. I know. That's it. If I provide any value for you guys, just hit the like button. Remember what I talked about. Look for these trades this morning. If you're new here, hit the subscribe. It's as simple as hitting a button. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Streaming every morning, usually.
Sipping my whiskey, but asking for wilder. Decisions been made, I'll be bugging about everything. Let it recline, I'll be thinking about leveraging. Water the wine, not a god, but his enemy. Zion is coming, but devil's ahead of me. Found the divine, but the demons got chemistry. Waited for days, but the angel got jealousy. Never came, but it's fine.
Hey, thanks, Alex.
Anyway, I'll be stuck in my prime. Celebrate a sinner when I'm bored, man. She a lame for the player like a board game.
Things ain't the same, and she knows that I blow up when I get on that drink. Makes me insane, so I float, blowing smoke, changing lanes.
All of the music on this channel is unreleased music, man. You can't find any of it anywhere.
Trip, I slip, contradict my way. Celebrate days that I feel okay. Demons be laughing on top of my shoulders. Stay sinning and smiling, new days I get older. Suppose I be colder, suppose I'm supposed to be focused on scheming and making that goals. Bye-bye to the days I'm crazy. Goddamn, my life don't like to change. And I bite that dream to me, I say. Can't quite redeem, every night she wait. Make a decision, the life that we live in. My vision is set and I move with precision. A man on a mission, I fly to the moon. Float out of orbit, a comet, I zoom out of world with the energy. I'm my own entity, medicine, remedy. Living with ecstasy, write my own destiny, pike, I'm his own. Built with a team, I got no room for you. Sharing no piece of my prize motivation. Got pride renovated, we excavating. The states of our mind that be elevating. Cut corners like Bishop, the queen had no wisdom. Replacing my comfort with pleasure and women. On top of the linen, the jealousy killed her. Demons gon' fill her, run with no filter. Listen to Miller, progress every day.
Things ain't the same, and she knows that I blow up when I get on that drink. Makes me insane, so I float, blowing smoke, changing lanes, I'm a dip, babe. Things ain't the same, and she knows that I blow up when I get on that drink. Makes me insane, so I float, blowing smoke, changing lanes, I'm a dip, babe. Things ain't the